No? Oh my
Yeah.
God. Hold on now. Is that okay? Hold on now. See, Zoom updated recently, and I'm wondering if it's affecting. Can you hear that now? Okay, okay. Let me play this again. Uh, isn't there those great little tunes? Love them. But they just popped into my head. And they're different polkas. You guys have played polkas. We did belly dance polka. And it's similar, but it's a different kind of feel. It's smoother. And it's not from the they're not from the typical polka part of Ireland. They're from Sligo. And I figure that's why they must have this kind of smoother, more lyrical sound. But I was saying to the orchestra last night, it's vaudeville music, you know? It's like something that you would imagine somebody getting a dog to jump through hoops. You know, dum dum dum, ba dum bum dum, ba dum bum 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 da da dee dee. Be kind of cool. Anyway, so we got a job tonight. We got to practice that the Earl of Dalhousie, because we learned that last time, and we got to practice it because it is not 100% in my head. I played it with Brian at the local on Saturday because Brian actually plays this tune. I'm going to turn this light on here. There we go. That's better. Anyway, and we played it together, and there was a couple of bars that got messed up, and I was giving him a hard time about it, and then I came home and looked at the music, and it was totally me. So I could use the practice on it as well. And it's in the key of D, so we'll warm up the key of D, we'll practice Earl of Dalhousie, and then we'll learn something new next time. All right, I gotta check and make sure I'm in tune because I only taught a couple of lessons today, and the rest of the day I've spent trying to clean the house. I've been trying for the last 3 days to clean the house, and I got stuck on the kids' bathroom yesterday or the day before because I went to clean the sink and it wasn't draining. It wouldn't drain. And so I used my coat hanger and I tried to snake it out and it would not go. And it's a brand new house, like 2 years old. So it's one of those IKEA sinks, so it just comes apart. You can just take it all apart. And solid makeup residue clogging the drain from my little girl. Because she does these experiments with makeup. She adds things to them and she makes these lotions and stuff like that. And she's always at it. And that's why the sink was totally black. And yeah, solid makeup residue. It was so gross. You wouldn't. It took me a full hour to get rid of it all. Anyway, she's fabulous. What are you gonna do? She's gonna tune up. Okay, let's practice D major scale and arpeggio. Starting on D, up to A, down to A. Nice and long bows. Ready, go. Okay, let's do the arpeggio. Ready, go. Wow, I think I did a perfect game, even with the black line on the tunable. The black line was kind of like this down the middle, the whole arpeggio. So we better do it again because I'm pretty sure it was a fluke. Let's do it again. Scale and then arpeggio. Ready, go. Few in the scale. I had a few sour ones, so now I feel like it's more realistic. Hey, Sophie.
Where did you put my charger?
It's plugged into your room on this side. Okay, Earl of Dalhousie. Everybody feeling good about D? Any problems or anything weird? No? Okay. Earl of Dalhousie. I love this tune too. It's totally in my head. Like I've been playing it a lot. And I'm really glad to have revisited it because I remember Brian wanted to play it at the local one time and I tried playing it with him. And I could not remember all the bits and pieces of it. So we're going to have a great time playing this together. Okay, well we don't have to go fast, thank God. But let's go really slow. Let's go kind of like this. Think we can handle that, or is that too fast? Maybe border? Okay, let's go real slow. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, you see? These are the 2 bars that I screwed up. Okay, so let's start now. The 4th line down. Okay, D to D. Ready, go. Let's do it all again from the top. Okay, we'll take a little breather. It's a long one when you're going slow. How did we do? Anything giving anybody any problems right off the hop? Besides the rhythm. Because the rhythm might take a little getting used to. You know what I mean? And also, people play around with it all the time. So, once you learn the rhythm of a tune like a march or a Strasberg, you know, it's not like vitally important to get all those dots and dashes exactly right every time because people mess around with it all the time. But it's good to have a good baseline of what it's supposed to be like. And I would say in this tune, the most important ones are the short sandwiches in the first part and the little short longs that happen at the end of the bar in the second part. The bars that have all the da 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 da. The little short longs at the ends of those are very important too. You'd want to make sure you do those every time. Okay. Other than that, don't worry about it too much. Just follow along with me. Now, is there any problems before we pick it up a tiny little bit? Like I said, it's not a fast tune. But that was pretty slow. Okay, let's pick it up then. So I'm thinking maybe kind of like. Think we can handle that? Oh, good. Good to hear. A 1, 2, 3, go! One more time. Not really a finisher. You got to go back and play a big D or something like that. But you would go into another tune for sure anyway. Maybe a Strasberg. Now that it makes me wonder if we've done, what Strasbergs have we done? Can anybody remind me? We've done Hock Hey Johnny Lad, but I'm sure we've done more. I have to look at the Google Drive. Let's see here. Yeah, it'd be cool to pick it up a little bit with a Strasberg. Let's see. Okay, Mountain Road is a reel. Laddie with the Platy. Oh, we could do Laddie with the Platy. Although, is that a Strathspey? Let me see here. It's a fling, so it'd be the same tempo. So it'd be kind of. We gotta pick it up. Cock of the North, Danny Boy, the Rowan Tree. That's another march. Geez, you know we don't have many. We don't have many Strathspeys. So it's gonna have to be Hawk Hey Johnny Lad, I'd say. Let's see here. Music without fingering. Road to Listen Varna. That's good. I'm glad you're doing that. Laddie with the Platy. Oh my God, we're gonna have to learn some Strathspeys, you guys. Yeah. Okay, so let's do Hawk Hey Johnny Lad with it there tonight. And then maybe I thought we could do Jenny Dang the Weaver. Do you remember Jenny Dang the Weaver? When did we do that? That was ages ago or lately? Ages ago. Good! Love that. Resurrection. I watched Passion of the Christ not long ago, a Mel Gibson movie. Remember that movie? I never watched it at the time. I don't know why. And I was doing one of my late night laundry folding. See, this is a lot more important stuff happens in this office than just the fiddle. I'm going to tell you that. This is the laundry folding station because the laundry room is right over there. So I do it late at night after everybody goes to bed. I take on Laundry Mountain. It's usually right here. And I make Laundry Mountain, and then I start folding. And I'm a machine. Nobody can do it like me. I learned it from my mother. She said, you grab, you don't care what it is, you don't even look at it. You just grab, you fold, you put. That's it. Don't do anything else until that mountain is gone. And then I just line them up here on the couch. 4 piles. It's a great time. That's my main job in this office. It's really what my office is for. Anyway, so I watched Passion of the Christ while doing that. And I gotta say, you know, like, it was a very controversial movie at the time because people thought it was anti-Semitic. And I really don't know why, because, like, the way that they portrayed it, everybody was there. Romans and Italians and you name it. They were all there. I didn't really see anything anti-Semitic about it. I found it a little bit campy, I gotta say, with the violence. And also with the end. It was a little, like, it was bad CG at the end. And so he goes in the tomb. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he's in the tomb, and then the very last scene, you just kind of see the rock roll away from the tomb door, and you see the Shroud of Turin kind of fall down, like just like Yoda at the end of the movie when he dies and turns into his clothes. It was like that. So the Shroud of Turin falls down like this, and then here's your man standing there, and none of the cuts and everything, it's all gone. All that stuff is gone off of his body, but as he walks by, this really bad CGI gap in his hand. Like, so I thought that part was a bit much, But I did think it was a beautifully shot movie. It was really, it really did take you into that time for sure. It was incredible, actually. It reminded me of Apocalypto, which I highly recommend, by Mel Gibson, about the Mayans, I think it was the Mayans. But anyway, yeah, Passion of the Christ. Okay, so we're going to try, first of all, we'll practice Hawk Hey Johnny Lad a couple times just to get it back. And then we'll practice Jenny Dang, and then we'll see if we can put the 3 of them together. And there's no issues with Earl of Dalhousie. It was your pick there, Debbie. You good with it? Is it feeling good? That's great. And like I said, it wouldn't go much faster than that. It might go a tiny bit like... That would be the top speed. So you don't have to go fast. Much more important to go, stay steady and in tune. Anyway, let's remind ourselves of the of Hawk Hey. Okay, this is huge and covering everybody. Just one second. yeah, perfect. There we go. Oh, and it's the old one too, from Sandy's book. Okay, here we go. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, go. All good? Good to go faster? Yay, let's do it. About there. And that's the top speed. Brace yourself. Oh, 1, 2, 3, go. One more. That looks great. Everybody looks very fabulously confident playing that tune at that speed. It's just great. Okay, get out Jenny Dang. Jenny Dang. You know, I had to look up while I was watching the movie where cavalry is. Where cavalry is. Because I was talking to Ashley McIsaac not long ago. And it happened to be on Easter weekend. And we were talking about the whole thing. And he was saying, why did they take him all the way to cavalry? Or Calvary. because it's a long way from Jerusalem, and it would have been brutal. And so I looked it up while I was watching the movie, and sure enough, it is a long way from Jerusalem. It's like on the edge of the city. But then I kind of looked it up further, and apparently they took him there because it was the hill was visible, highly visible. By a lot of surrounding communities, it was called the skull, and it kind of looks like a skull. And that's why they took him there. That's why they took him all across town. That's pretty bad. I didn't realize that part of the story. Like, that's a long walk. And Jennifer used to play in in a marching band way years ago that marched behind these Easter processions that Italians do, where they reenact his trip to the cross, eh? And they get a guy who's going to be Jesus, and he dresses up, and he's got the cross, and they reenact the whole thing, and there's usually a marching band behind them. But I remember Mom was here on a visit once, and I was telling her that, and because Jen had one of these gigs, and Mom was like, "Oh, I would love to see that." She was quite devout. Jenny Dang the Weaver. Not hard, but it's been a while. So let's go. Do you want a reminder what it goes like? Remember that? Great little tune. One of my firsts, for sure. Okay, do you think we can just play it slow? Let's do it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, go! Again! One more. Okay, how did that go, people? The bows were moving, but might have been disastrous. I really have no way of knowing. I look for confidence levels on the face and confident bows. If I can see fingers, that helps too. Anyway, how did everybody do? Is it coming back? Medium? Was that too fast? It was. That's what I thought. Yeah, it was kind of quick. How about you, Lena?
That one I had memorized, and I don't have the music for it because I got it memorized, and I just had some trouble remembering. I think I know a slightly different version because I learned it with you back before the Zoom class, and I
Okay.
think the was a little different. But
Really?
could you just go over the first part again, slow?
Yeah.
So I can remember the fingers.
does that make sense with what you're looking at there? Yeah, that looks right. Oh, you got a long F. That's right. And then you get on with it. I'm pretty sure that's the version you're looking at. Looking at your fingers there. Can you unmute and play me what you got there?
Sorry, yeah.
No
It's
problem.
just from my brain. I'm not looking at anything.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
You're close. Try that second bit again. Yep. No two there.
Okay.
It skips two. No two. In that whole passage, there's no twos at all.
Okay. What is it?
It's this. Look. Watch my fingers. See that?
Okay. We're back on
That's
track.
it. No two.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. I'm just looking here and I just realized that there are no twos in the entire first part. Also, there are no A2s in this tune at all. Sometimes something like that really helps. You know, I don't know why. Like, these are little tricks that I have that because I know thousands of tunes. These little tricks to differentiate and stuff like that. And that's the things like that for me work. So there are no C's in this entire tune. So that means I don't ever have to worry about it. Anyway, let's give it a try. A little bit, tiny bit quicker. Or no, slower. We're going slower. Okay. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, go. Good. You getting that bit, Lena? Good. How about you, Elaine? You good?
Yeah, there's one bar that you're playing differently. The copy I've got is the one that's in Sandy's book.
Okay.
Um,
At the last, is it the fourth bar?
it's the third line, and it's the one, two, three, the fourth bar on that line.
So what has Sandy got?
So he's high A down to uh, so
Oh
he's
yeah,
stuck in there.
for sure. That's a very valid version. I don't know where I got this one that I'm looking at here. There's, you can find 100 of them on the internet, but definitely I've heard that's definitely in Sandy's book, and I think it's the original because Sandy's got the original from the Thousand Fiddle Tunes,
Okay,
so it's probably more accurate.
so stick with this one.
Stick with that one, Elaine.
Okay.
Port Hood, play it the way Sandy said to. Your entire life. And it fits on top. That's the nice thing. That's like something like that would fit on top of what I'm doing. Really nice. You know what I mean? Be a good addition. Shall we pick it up a tiny bit? Just a little teeny hustle. So be kind of like this. Okay, helmets on, guns up, let's shoot. Ready, 2, 3, go. One more. Now that looked like it worked okay. That tempo. So, let's give it a shot. Take a breather there while I line up my music. And we're going to play the Earl of Dalhousie, followed by Hawk Hey Johnny Lad, followed by Jenny Dang the Weaver. It'll be glorious. Kids are down there making pizza. They have a PA day tomorrow, so this is kind of Friday on Thursday. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. I'm into it. I love PA days. It's funny, I go pick up the kids from school and the other parents are kind of like, oh, PA day on Friday. I love PA days. We're going down to the St. Lawrence Market. We're going to eat P-meal sandwiches and then go to the movies right across the street in the afternoon. Hell yeah. I see an upside. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, let's talk about tempos. For the Earl, so. That's how fast we're going to do that. We're going to do it twice, and then we're going to get into Hawk Hey Johnny Lad. So. going to be a great transition there. And then when we get finished that, like that. Everybody got that in your head? All right, keep trying to feel it, and let's go give her a go. 2 times each. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. One more time. Did it all work? Cool. Kinda. I know you're trying to get it by memory, right? You're trying to get it back in your memory, Lena? Yeah, that's good. Keep doing that.
Had a bit of trouble with the transition between Hawk Hay and Jenny Dang. I think it was just the rhythm, like the changing rhythm.
Yeah, that's normal, and we'll try it again here now. But it would be da. So dum dee da. Why do I sing? God. Maybe we should add a pickup note. I think we should add a C. So it'd be like this. See that? So add a little C at the end of Hawk Hey Johnny Lad there. An 8th note C. And that'll help lead into the Jenny Dang the Weaver. C is a great lead-in note for a D. You know, like they call that the leading tone. Which means the tone, like the tonic for Jenny Dang the Weaver. Can anybody tell me what the tonic for Jenny Dang the Weaver is? Or what a tonic is? The tonic is the note with the name of the key that you are in. Okay? So what would be the tonic for Jenny Dang the Weaver? Can anybody tell me? Dog?
D.
Yes, correct. Very good. So the leading tone for D is a C sharp. It's the note right before D. See that? Every note has a leading tone. And if you're in D, C sharp's going to be your leading tone. If you're in A, it's going to be G sharp. See what I mean? And it's a really cool thing. And Irish music is full of it. See that? So it needs context. You need to be in the key for that to, I'll show you. So in the key of A. See that? So I just did the little leading tone. Now I'll do it in the key of G. See that? So it's like a little lead in. It's a little preparatory note, the leading tone. So that we're gonna we're gonna put a C there to be a leading tone. And let's try the whole set one more time before we're done. I'm gonna go eat some pizza. If in fact there is pizza. 1 second here. It doesn't smell like pizza. I also made the mistake of getting this a package of these Asian Mr. Noodle things that the kids love. They're Filipino. I love them too, actually. They're so good. They're these little packets that looks like a Mr. Noodle, but it has 3 different things. Like there's like a flavor packet, and then a little packet of onion flakes, and a little packet of this red stuff that is so spicy, and it's so good. But I buy them, and then we basically don't eat anything until they're gone. Don't eat anything else until they're gone. It's pathetic, but anyway. Okay, one more time with this whole set. I bet you any money they're just eating those noodles. Didn't bother making pizza. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, go. Now that C pickup note works really, really well. That's definitely the right way to get into Jenny Dang Weaver. And I saw some people had to stop, but you just work on those transitions. Now the one going from the Earl into the Hockey Johnny Ladd is a bit awkward too. So now that's the eventual goal for speed. Do you see how it's almost twice the speed there? And that's what's really nice about it. So I'll just play the ending here. That's our eventual goal, okay? And I was just thinking maybe that D is not good, but I think it's good now. So. Ooh, that's kind of neat too. You could just leave off the D and play that C, and that would really lead into Hockey Johnny Ladd well. Let me just try that one more time. So. I like that. Let's do it like that. So when you're going into Hockey, don't play the D at the end of the Earl. Just play a long C, and then we'll blast into that Strasbourg. Okay? And we're going to add the C for going into Jenny Dang. And you guys can work on those individual tunes because we want to get them faster because we learned them a while ago. So it shouldn't take much to get them nice and strong, eh? And a little bit faster. And then we'll put together this set. And other than that, I think you've suffered enough this evening. And you let you get back to your regular scheduled programming. And thanks for the later time. I appreciate it. Back to normal next week. Jen's back tomorrow. Okay? Have a good week, guys. See ya.